Hello, Jesse Good here, and today we're taking a look at the LEGO Avengers Tower promotional set, which has 211 pieces and one minifigure. Now you can get this is by spending $75 or more starting in April 19th in the month of April on Marvel purchases at LEGO Shop at Home or LEGO stores. Yeah, I wish that was a little bit less limited. So here is the Tony Stark included. This is the Mark 7 outfit, and it's actually from the scene where he gets thrown out of Stark Tower by Loki in the original Avengers movie, which doesn't really make sense for the set because this is the Avengers Tower from Age of Ultron. Now, the only exclusive part is this torso, which you can see some fantastic printing on the back and some printing at the front of the torso as well. And the design of that is, of course, when it's kind of building while he's in the air, saving him from the fall. His face print is the face print used in a lot of the Endgame and even Infinity War sets, where you do have this little heads-up display at the back, which works with the helmet included. And am I wrong in saying that these little lines printed on the helmet aren't really accurate for the Mark 7? At least with the shaping, I didn't really notice that if they're a shaping thing, and if they're a marking thing, they don't really match the Mark 7 mask. I think the original one from the Avengers sets was a little bit more accurate for the helmet, but the torso print of what they show of the suit is more accurate here. So the build of this gives a nice display stand for Tony Stark and also just captures the essence of Avengers Tower, even better in its shaping than the 2015 Age of Ultron Avengers Tower set, which was minifigure scale. Also, a lot of people have pointed out that this looks like a Fortnite loot llama, and yeah, I could definitely see that. So that stand at the bottom is perfect for displaying whichever minifigure you want, even if this Tony Stark isn't the most accurate for this particular building. I do like how they added some greebling to the design with some vents and whatnot at the bottom. And how they built this stand in general is quite interesting, using uncommon versions of this circular plate in black and just rounding it off with some of these sloped pieces to give it a very round look. Heck, if you want to remove the tower from the stand, it's very easy. The stand just attaches via this 2x2 plate right here, and the tower can't stand alone on itself. Also, how they build this middle section is quite interesting as well, using a plate technique and this little modified 1x2 hinge plate, and that gives it a slanted look that gives it almost like a right triangle look in the middle, which I really appreciate. The back section uses some of those nice half-cylinder panel pieces to give it a nice round look. And at the top, we do have a printed 2x2 circular tile. This one is used in the Endgame sets quite a bit, and you get two of those, as well as a very small build for a miniature Quin Jet. The build for this Quin Jet is so simple, I really adore it. It's almost like an advent calendar build, and I like how they use pieces like the Guardians of the Galaxy, little blasters for the wings. But this is just connected via one of these clear pole pieces. That makes it look as if it's flying if you look at it from certain angles or if you have the brightness up like I do right now. Isn't that magic? Finally, another part I really like with this top of the build is how they made the glass to the building using cheese slopes in this smoky clear design. But either way, that's it for the Avengers Tower build. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. The box for this is one of those tall box sizes. Actually, I think it's the same size that they used sideways for Diagon Alley, which is another promotion in a very similar vein. And one thing I really love about it is just this border. Not only is the artwork great, but the border looks like something that I wish they made sets for Marvel Studios the first 10 years in general. Remakes of classic scenes from the MCU that we haven't gotten in LEGO before. But I don't think they'll ever do that. Unfortunately, the instructions don't have an ad for any of the other Marvel sets. So overall, I've said before that I like microscale sets if they're promos because I don't have to go out of my way to buy them, and even if they are an inconsistent minifigure scale, they don't really waste a spot on like a direct-to-consumer set or one of the regular scale sets of the line. The design of the minifigure in here, even if it just has one exclusive piece, is really neat. I do wish it was a little bit more consistent with this particular scene, though. Also, the design of the Avengers Tower has some great techniques on it. I especially like the windows up top, how they build the Quin Jet, and the general shaping and stand of it. So with all that considered, I can't really give this a rating because it's a specific promo tied to actually kind of a hard-to-get threshold to get past. But if you are able to get this and you haven't bought any of the Endgame or even the Far From Home sets coming out soon, I would say save those purchases and buy them at Shop at Home or the LEGO store so you can get this cool set. So that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.